Choshoya jine I chiasha koya I taisha shoya. And opening through the field, daro o shana I chosha I. And arriving to center, chokoya da I shashana oya da kai. Just taking a moment here to acknowledge choshana oya, the many shifts and changes that have been overcoming us these last several weeks. Ano oya chosha I. Being within gratitude and within presence, even through this sense of confusion, that what is being felt is obsolete. So the releasing through of the old programs, centering through the mind, centering through this sense of ambivalence, that there is much here that cannot be expressed, and yet there is this inner knowing, this inner stance even, perhaps, where in the past we may have revolted, we may have demanded understanding. Chara otana kwe, chara I. We connect through clarity here. Chara otana koya chashai, chara otana ki chohoya. Coming through center, coming through the belly, chara otana ki. Aligning through the gut, acho koya dara ashashani ichiato koya. That the gut has always, to some degree, been a place of misalignment, ata o shoshani, or feeling like we were fighting for alignment. Always sensing this as a place where things were unstable. Jara atano koya chasha I chohoya. So releasing this fight, ata o, feeling that through the base of the brain here. So tenderly and yet so powerfully. Coming into this place of reassurance for the self. Dara oshana I chatakai josha oya. Josha oya da I chohoya da I chokoya chasha I. Sensing this uptake now through the heart range. Atono kosha I. Jara otana ki chashoya. More powerfully and centrally anchored. Dara o. Again, feeling this release at the base of the brain. This is deep knowing, deep tenure. Cho'otana ki, chara a choya, chara otana ki chokoya. To ochashane I chata ki choya. This is self mastery. Chara otana ki choshai. No longer an ambivalent nature being held within. So in many ways, having been pressurized to return to anchor to the self. And this is not just a sporadic or spontaneous happening. This is from having to powerfully go through almost line by line, what is true, what is not true, what is true for me, and anchoring that in. This is a deep and powerful sorting and sifting out da atano koya chashana icha iatakai of this suite of programs, atataro koshana icha tarai, this packaging of programs, a volatile ability to reference a deep state of programming. Chara o tana kai chasho oya chana I chara I. So opening through the hybridization through the base of the heart here, recapturing this threshold, re-instancing through the left range of the field, releasing through the base of the shoulder blades here, where you have been intricately aware of this nonsensical affirmative and performative ability. So coming into this knowledge, this radical ability now to transform beyond this solidified state, this almost skeletal state within the heart, clearing this tenure here, the ability to seize, to solidify, to structure, this implantation. So perceiving beyond this now, allowing this to drop. This uncertainty in your ability to perceive, feeling this at the root, and what may be experienced now as a heightened state of confusion, discouragement, all of this which feels like repatterning or going through this pattern again, and yet it is the release of tolerance in the ability to be solidified in this programmed structure. And that says everything here. Feeling this through the root, that fear component. As we release from this, what's coming through as male articulation, this central base which has been pinned down through the ideas of comfort, security, ability, that you will not feel comfortable in your own field energy, that you will not feel like you have the ability to be alone in your own energy field. And yet in actuality, there is no aloneness, because energy naturally magnetizes itself. The disruption here is when we are magnetized to things that do not feel good, because again, that is within our tenure, that being the things which have been somehow internally stabilized into the field, even though they are inversions of our pure alignment. So recognizing this portal of opportunity here to withstand this discomfort, to allow for the clearing, the cleansing of all of this which has left us feeling as if we are untethered, and yet these energies in and of themselves actually mimicking that sense that if we don't hold on to these energies, we will feel untethered, when in fact we already were by virtue of holding on to them. And yet all of that having been impaired specifically as a result of being deeply within this programmed state. So calling up this awareness, anchoring through the base of the mind here. The sovereign state of mind, stability, through one's own choice of mind, settling here, recombining through the field intelligence. And so it is.